Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to New Japan Review. As I give you the full re- results and recaps of Wrestle Kingdom 14 from January 4th and January 5th of 2020. So, what pertains to Wrestle Kingdom 14, they're at Tokyo, Japan, in the Tokyo Dome. For night one, the attendance of 40,008 in attendance, but in night two, the attendance of 30,063 in attendance, with the combined of attendance of 70,071 in attendance. The tagline was Liger the final pinnacle of strength, birthplace of legend, under the promotion of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, if you see my last two reviews of Wrestle Kingdom 14, the first review I did was pertains to Wrestle Kingdom 14 was night one from January 4th, 2020. And I thought that show was outstanding. And then what pertains to the follow-up of Wrestle Kingdom 14 on night two from January 5th, 2020. It didn't really stand out to be an outstanding show. I mean, the show was still good, but I just feel like when they enter night one for Wrestle Kingdom 14, they went all out. To Wrestle Kingdom 14 for night two, they feel like they were just phoning it in, except for the main event though, and especially it also pertains to Chris Jericho and Hiroshi Tanahashi, JY and Kota Ibushi, and also to a degree, Sanada and Zack Sabre Jr. But it also pertains to Justin Liger too as well. But still, but the show for Wrestle Kingdom 2, Wrestle Kingdom 14 for night two, excuse me. Some matches feel like they were just falling in. Because and I kind of get it too, because this is the first time in New Japan history that Wrestle Kingdom was going to be doing two nights. Something that they've never done before. And this is the first time. This is the first time they were doing it. But I feel like they should just give it all for night two. But that's not here or there to say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recap of everything that happened on the show. Like I did. Well, actually, I didn't get to do it yet. Basically, I'm just gonna recap everything that I talked about. I meant to say, yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say here. I'm gonna recap of everything that I'm gonna talk about all pertains to Wrestle Kingdom 14 from night one and night two. Not gonna go. Hopefully, I won't go too long with this. So let's see how that goes. But we also have your commentators in there as well. You have Gino Gabino, Kevin Kelly, Chris Charleston, and Rocky Romero. You had your ring announcers in Heidi Kazu, Ta, Ta, Tanaki. I mean Tanaka. Excuse me. Let me try again. Heidi Kazu Tanaka. Excuse me. One more time. Heidi Kazu Tanaka. There we go. Also, Kimihai Ko Ozaka. I mean, Kimihai Ko Ozaki. And Mokoto Abi. I'm assuming that's how you say it. But again, folks, we have to bear with me because these are these are Japanese names. You also had referees involved, like Honoro, Honorio Hanaga. You also have who's the other guy? He was from night two. Oh yeah, Germany Marcus, and you also had Kenta Sato, Marty Osami, Taiga Hattori, and Reshus Uno. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna recap what happened at night one, and here we go. So give me one moment, folks. I gotta do something first. Okay. Oh, good. Just checking something here, folks. Just give me one moment. All right. Now let's get to it. So for night one of Wrestle Kingdom 14 from January 4th, 2020, here are the results of the matches. And once I get through the every matches that happen on Wrestle Kingdom 14, not just for night one, but for night two, then I will do the my highlights for pertains to Wrestle Kingdom 14 for both nights, and then I'll do the the overall highlights of it, or pertains to some of my favorite highlights. So here we go. The dark match feature Masu Iwatani and Arisa Hoshika defeated Hana Kimura and G, Julia G, Julia. I think that's how I say. They're and they're being accompanied by Jungle uh Keiyono and Kanami. It was especially a Stardom special tag team match. That's at 9 minutes and 4 seconds. It was a dark match, so I don't know. I don't know how that ends up being, and I haven't really checked to see if it's it was anywhere on YouTube or wherever. But it is what it is, you know. Um, Now will they be doing more of this? In the future, where it pertains to all these women's wrestling for New Japan, and this time will it be on the pre-show this time, or you know, who knows? Who knows? But I guess they were in a way testing it to see how it is. Again, I don't know how it was on and I don't know if anyone um even talked about it online in a way to let us know if it was any good. But that's neither here or there. I digress too. But anyways, but let's get to something I did watch though, and the pre-show will feature Tona Toa Toa Henra teaming up with the Young Lions and Carl Fredericks, Clark Connors, and Alex Coughlin, defeating um, Toby Makabe and Tomo Tomoaki Hamna, known as the Great Bash Heel. They were teamed up with the Young Lions too, of Yato Yato Tsuya Tsuya Tsuji, yeah, Yato Tsuji, and Yana Roma. And the 8-man tag team match lasted 7 minutes and 36 seconds, which I thought was a decent match. Then we got to uh, Hiroyoshi Tensan and Satoshi Kojami. I mean, Satoshi Tacho Satoshi Kojima. Sorry about that, folks. As I was saying, uh, Hiroyoshi Tensa and Satoshi Kojima known as the Tenkoshi, defeating Yajo Naka, Nagata and Manabu Nakashi. And the tag team match lasted 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Tenkoshi defeated the tag team of Nagata and Nakanishi. And I thought it was a decent match too. Then we get to the opening match, which for Wrestle Kingdom 14, which it'll feature one of Liger's last final matches of his wrestling career, and it was an 8-man tag team match with Norio Hanaga, who's a special guest referee. That's at 8 minutes and 52 seconds, with Naoki Sano, Shinjuro Otani, Tasu Haito, let me say again, Tasu Hado, Takananawa, and Ryusuke Taguchi, being accompanied by Kunaki Kobayashi, defeating Jusen the Liger, Tatsumi Fujinami, the Great Sakuki, the Great Satsuki, there you go, and Tiger Mask, which are being accompanied by El Samurai. And the match itself, I thought was a good nostalgia match, especially when it pertains to being one of Liger's final matches on New Japan and pro wrestling in general. Then we got an 8-man tag team match lasted 8 minutes and 17 seconds with Chaos that featured Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, Taro Yano, and Yoshihashi, defeating members of Bullet Club that featured Kenta, Bad Luck Fale, Yojiro Takahashi, and Chase Owens, being accompanied by Peter. And this match was pretty decent, except for where Kenta didn't really do much in the match. So, and they had Finn Juice of Juice Robinson and David Finlay defeating the Gorillas of Destiny, representing Bullet Club of Tamatonga and Tanga Lola, being accompanied by Jado in this tag team match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. For the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, lasted 13 minutes and 25 seconds. And the match I thought was decent too. Wasn't that anything that special about the match? Other than I thought it was just decent. But Finn Juice won the match though to become the new tag team champions, which that was a shock to me. Then we get to the Texas Death Match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, where the match is no disqualifications, no pinfalls. The only way to get a victory is by getting a 10 count, basically like a last man standing match in a way. A knockout or a submission, which lasted 14 minutes and 26 seconds, with Jon Moxley defeating, representing the Suzuki-gun in the in Lance Archer, who's coming in as the United States champion, but Jon Moxley ends up beating him to become the new IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, to give the belt back that he never lost. Then we get to that was a brutal match too, by the way. A very good brutal match between Moxley and Archer. Just want to put that out. Then we get to a singles match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Lasted 24 minutes and 33 seconds with Hiromu. I got it right first time. Hiromu Takahashi defeating the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, I meant to say, in Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay representing Chaos, and Hiromu Takahashi representing Los Ingobernables Diablo. Well, the match I thought was a pretty good match. I thought this was a very good match on the show. And Hiromu Takahashi ends up win the belt that in a way that I feel like I feel like that he never lost either. because due to injuries. Which we all think Dragon Lee or Ryu Lee, whatever he want to call himself. We could thank him for that one. For taking away Hiromu Takahashi away for us from us for a year and a half in a way. So, but whatever. But yeah, but the match was great though. Then we get to for singles match for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. That's a third year missing 54 seconds with the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the IWGP Champion, Jay White, being played by Geto, representing Bullet Club, and you have the leader of Los Ingobernables Diabón, Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito went over on Jay White, which I thought was a very good match, and rightfully so that Naito won the match too. Just saying. And this was part of the Double Dash. I mean, not Double Dash. I mean, this was part of the Double Gold Dash tournament, where it pertains to win both golds at Wrestle Kingdom. And then finally, we get to the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship that lasted 39 minutes and 16 seconds. Another continuation of the Double Gold Dash brackets tournament, where it pertains to four competitors in there, which Naito has ready to take one of them out of Jay White. And you have Kazuchika Okada, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Rainmaker, leader of Chaos, defeating the Golden Star, who won the G1 Climax 29 from 2019, Kota Ibushi. So yeah, Okada ends up winning this match. Ends up being a great match, by the way, a tremendous match, outstanding match in a way, and I loved it. And that's basically it for night one of Wrestle Kingdom 14. Before I move on, folks, I just want to bring up the highlights, my highlights for Wrestle Kingdom 14 from night one. So here, just bear with me. For my Wrestle Kingdom 14 1.4 highlights of mine. Here we go. And by the way, folks, I did add something new there, but I'll say that for before I end this review. But Swerve in the Night goes to Jay White and Tetsuya Naito swerving each other during the match, which was funny. And I add some. Actually, I did add some new here. But another thing I added new here is for later on. I'll get to it later. But this one I knew as well was Shock of the Night was Finjuice winning the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships from the Gorillas of Destiny. Because I was not expecting them to win the belts, folks. That's why I thought I was shock of the night. Promo of the night goes to Jon Moxley, kind of promo to Juice Robinson on that night, because he's going to challenge him for the title on the next night of Wrestle Kingdom, and I'll get to that. I'll get that recap later. Video promo of the night, we have to go to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title hype between Okada and Ibushi. Moment of the night is Hiromu Takahashi winning back a title that he never lost in the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship title. Entrance of the night, we'll have to go to Kazuchika Okada's entrance with his coat, his trench coat and skirt that was glow in the dark, and then you see some neon lights glowing up too. Like, that was pretty cool. Cool entrance. Moving on the night, we'll have to go to Ibushi's deadlift German suplex from the apron to the ring to Okada. That was pretty impressive, and shows his core body strength when it pertains to Kota Ibushi. Finish of the night, we have to go to Time Bomb 2 by Hiromu Takahashi onto Will Ospreay. Performance of the night, we have to go to Will Ospreay Will Ospreay is always going to be one of the best performers in New Japan. Every time he could, it's like he could do it in his sleep. That's how good he is. But show steal of the night, we had to go to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title match between Okada and Ibushi. That was a great match, an outstanding match, like I said before already. Another thing I added here too was brutal match of the night. We had to go to the Texas Death Match between Moxley and Archer. Now, for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. So, and finally, match of the night, we had to go to the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship title between Hiromu Takahashi and Will Ospreay. That match was pretty damn good, which I thought it was, in my opinion, was match of the night for Wrestle Kingdom 14 on 1.4, which is January 4th. And my overall rating on night 1 was 9 out of 10. And with that being said, now let's move on. Recapping more of Wrestle Kingdom 14 with night 2 that took place on January 5th, 2019. On January 5th, 2020. Excuse me. So here we go. So for night 2, the pre-show featured a gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championship. That's at 23 minutes and 23 seconds. And it featured Los Ingobernables de Japón of Evo, Shingo Takahashi, and Bushi, defeating the most violent players in Togi Makabe and Toru Yano. And they were also paired up with Ryusuke Takahashi. And Chaos, you have Tomohiro Ishii, Yoshihashi, and Robbie Eagles. You had Suzuki-gun, which featured Taichi, El Desperado, and Yoshinobu Kanamura. And also with just a Bullet Club, it features Balak Fale, Yujiro Takahashi, and Chase Owens. And the match itself, I thought it was pretty decent. And I predicted that Los Ingobernables was going to win, and sure enough they did. Which I was very happy with that prediction. But then get to the opening match of Wrestle Kingdom 14 of night 2, that featured the final match of Jushin Thunder Liger. Excuse me, Jushin Thunder Liger. It's like I said, Thunder Liger. But it was a tag team match. That lasted 12 minutes and 16 seconds. I was reading the wrong one, by the way. That's why I said I was going to say I almost said 14. But it was Hiromu Takahashi and Ryu Lee, also known as Dragon Lee, defeating Jushin Thunder Liger and his partner Naoki Sano, being accompanied by Yoshinaki Fujiwara. And match itself, I thought was pretty decent. And this was basically it for Jushin Thunder Liger, folks. And again, Jushin Thunder Liger, man, well, I mean, he can still go, folks. He doesn't have to retire, but he wants to retire. He wants to call it quits. So he could go for another 10 years of wrestling, in the ring as Jushin Thunder Liger, and we were not complaining one bit because he can still go. But hey, he wants to call it quits. He doesn't, he doesn't have to, but he wants to. So, props to Jushin Thunder Liger for everything he's done for 31 years of wrestling, and there'll never be no one like Jushin Thunder Liger. So, thank you, Liger, for everything. Then move on to a tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, which lasted 14 minutes and 8 seconds. Roppongi 3K, Yo and Show with Rocky Romero defeating Bullet Club, which is Taichi Ishimori and El Desperado, who were holding on to the titles until they lost it on that night against Roppongi 3K. And I thought the match was pretty decent. It could have been better. It could have been better, but it wasn't, unfortunately. But I still enjoyed the match for what it was, especially when it pertains to what Show did there when El Fantasma tried to low blow him, which was I already talked about that one from my review of it of Wrestle Kingdom 14 where it pertains to night 2. So. But yeah, Royal Pro 3K wins as I predicted, and I was right my predictions, and I couldn't be more happier. But what I was not happy about was this next match, a singles match for the British Heavyweight Championship title. That's a 12 minutes and 32 seconds with representing Suzuki-gun, Zack Sabre Jr., who was the British Heavyweight Champion, successfully defended it against Cold Skull, representing Los Eagle Bernabes Diabon in Sonata. Sonata didn't win. Match was good, but I was very disappointed that Sonata didn't win, and Zack Sabre Jr. is retaining. And I say to myself, well, Sonata's not going to win the British Heavyweight Championship belt. Then he's got to win eventually another openweight championship belt, the singles never openweight championship belt. But I already talked a lot about that already from a review of Wrestle Kingdom 14 of that too. If he's got to win a singles belt eventually, he's got to win one that belongs to New Japan. So, but then we get to a singles match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. That's a 12 minutes and 48 seconds in the IWGP United States Champion in Jon Moxley, defeating Juice Robinson, as Juice Robinson was being accompanied by David Finlay. Match itself was a brutal match from basically from outside of the ring, with steel chairs involved and all that. But the match was still good either way. And then like I said, Moxley won, and then Minoru Suzuki came out and basically confronted Jon Moxley to a point where he took out Jon Moxley, and he wants the United States Championship belt, and also he wants to get payback on him for attacking him during the World Tag League at the time from 2019. But yeah, Moxley won, and Moxley after getting beat up by Minoru Suzuki doesn't look like a winner now. Just saying. Then we get to the next match for the Never Openweight Championship title. That's 16 minutes and 12 seconds. Hiroki Goto representing Chaos, defeating the Never Openweight Champion, and Kenta representing Bullet Club. In a match that I thought was decent, it should have been a lot more better because it was supposed to be like a type of grudge match. They say a lot of the brutal spots of strikes in at the end of the match. Yeah, I mean at the tail end of the match. I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere here now, and then all of a sudden it was over. I was disappointed a little bit because I feel like it should have been an all-out brawl between these two from the beginning all the way to the end. So, but hey, Hiroki Goto won the title, and it was, and then he could drop it to Sanada whenever Sanada gets to challenge Hiroki Goto for that title. That's what I want, basically. I'm not saying that's what New Japan's going to be doing, but that's basically. I'm just letting you know what I think about what's going to happen. So, it might not happen, and it's whatever. But next we get to Jay White being accompanied by Gedo, representing Bullet Club, defeating Kota Ibushi. Lasted 24 minutes and 58 seconds. A match that it was a battle of the losers, because at night 1 they didn't get the job done. Ibushi didn't win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title, and Jay White did not retain his IWGP Intercontinental Championship title. But this match was going to lead to them to gain a future shot against either Naito or Okada for both titles later on in the year. So yeah, Jay White won against Kota Ibushi, and I thought it was a good match, very very good match. Then we get to Chris Jericho, representing the Inner Circle, who is the AEW World Champion, the La Champion, the Painmaker, defeats the Ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, by submission in 22 minutes and 24 seconds. Had Tanahashi would have won this match, he would have gotten an opportunity for Chris Jericho's AEW World Championship title, which unfortunately he didn't win. But match itself was still good. Jericho was pretty damn good in this match with Hiroshi Tanahashi. I just wish Tanahashi would have won. That way we could have got some, we could at least got our hopes up a little bit, and if we could, and where it could feel like we are one step closer to see if New Japan Pro Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling was gonna work together, and partners up, to make a better wrestling promotion, especially where it comes to AEW, because AEW needs a lot of help for that one. So, but I thought it was a good match though. I was disappointed that Hiroshi Tanahashi didn't win. So then we get to the main event, the finals of the Double Gold Dash match tournament for both of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. That's a 35 minutes and 37 seconds between the IWGP Intercontinental Champion Tetsuya Naito, leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón, versus the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, leader of Chaos, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. And I didn't get to mention this from my review of Night 2 for Wrestle Kingdom 14, where it's Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito, he was wearing an all white suit with a white fur trench coat, and that was cool. All that was missing from Naito was a white hat. That way he could have looked like Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. Just saying. But I digress. But yeah, this match, folks, was a show stealer, in my opinion. Where between Naito and Okada, where they're going to be making history, where there's going to be one was going to hold on to both of the most prestigious championship titles in all of pro wrestling today, in the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. And this match was great all around. With Naito winning, that was the only thing I want in this match, was Naito to win, to get to rewrite the wrongs that New Japan did 2 years ago, when Naito should have won 2 years ago. I still felt that way. He should have won 2 years ago. But hey, 2 years later, better late than never, because Naito he's got both belts. He retained the Intercontinental title, and he became the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, which was good enough for me. After the match, he said to Okada, let's do this again. And then he's going to his promo, his victory promo. All of a sudden, he was about to close up his victory promo. He gets attacked by Kenta. Kenta ruined everything. Kenta wants to jump in line to go after Naito for both belts. And I still can't believe that Kenta did this. Kenta, he wants people to hate him. Kenta in his mind, saying, you people want to hate me, I'll give you a reason to hate me. And that was one of them. My God. So we gotta see so that's basically it, folks, what pertains to all that. And we gotta see how this all played out too. When it pertains to New Year's Dash. That's gonna be on the Sunday. I'm sorry, on the Monday. Is it today Sunday? Yes, it is. I meant Monday. And pertains to New Year's Dash, 2020, Eastern Time, 4:30 a.m. And damn right I'm gonna watch it. Just like I watched Wrestle Kingdom 14 on both nights. Yeah, damn right I watched both of them live. Wrestle Kingdom 14, where it's night 1 and night 2. I watched both of them live. And you bet your ass I'm gonna watch New Year's Dash 2020 live too around that time. You may call me crazy, but I'm a crazy wrestling fan, a crazy professional wrestling fan at the end of the day. But there you go. Now let's get to my Wrestle Kingdom 14 1.5 highlights of the night where it pertains to night 2. So there we go. Swerve of the night will have to go to Show wearing a protective cup during his match against along with against Ishimori and El Phantasmo. Um, Shock of the night will have to go to Minoru Suzuki confronting John Moxley, and then it'll obviously send up a future match between the two later on of the year. I don't know when, but we'll see how that turns out. Promo of the night will have to go to Minoru Suzuki, basically letting Moxley know that you think I forgot about what you did to me during the World Tag League, and he's like, and then they got the United States belt, and he says, I'm coming for your United States belt. Yes, awesome. And Minoru Suzuki has never been United States champion. He's been in the Crown champion. He's been never openweight champion. He's been a six-man never open. Oh, he's been a never openweight six-man tag team champion. He's and Minoru Suzuki has never been IWGP Heavyweight champion, but hey, he wants the United States championship, and he wants to face Moxley, and there you go. Video promo of the night. We have to go to Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Chris Jericho, which I thought was very entertaining, where Chris Jericho attacked the bands of Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm pretty sure. I mean, there could be bands that play for Hiroshi Tanahashi's team, or not. Maybe it's just just those Japanese people to play the music just for Chris Jericho. And then Hiroshi Tanahashi, I'm to say, excuse me, attack the bands that basically are his kinds, his people, Japanese, and but with Jericho's Painmaker face paint and hat attire or something like that in a way, and Hiroshi Tanahashi was walking, but they didn't show him walking. They just showed a foot walking, which we're all assuming it was Jericho, but then all of a sudden this guy slaps this guy who's lip singing in a way, and then it was revealed to be Hiroshi Tanahashi, and the Painmaker face paint that he was doing. Basically, he was mocking Jericho. I thought it was funny though. But I mean, entertaining. Well, it was funny and entertaining. So that's why I put that as my my video promo of the night for night 2 for Wrestle Kingdom 14. Moment of the night, we had to go to Tetsuya Naito winning both belts. That was my moment of the night. It was fantastic. I loved it. Entrance of the night, we had to go to Tetsuya Naito with wearing all white suit. I mean, wearing all white, with the white, basically with the white suit, and the white fur, basically a white fur trench coat. I thought was pretty cool. But again, all that was missing was a white hat. Just saying. Move of the night, we have to go to El Phantasmo's Styles Clash to pay homage to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Finish of the night, we have to go to Hiroki Goto with the GTR. Basically on Kenta, Performance of the night, we have to go to Chris Jericho with his match with Hiroshi Tanahashi. Show stealer, we have to go to the double gold dash between Tetsuya Naito and Kazuchika Okada for both of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. Brutal match of the night. We had to go to the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship title between Moxley and Robertson. And why was it on the brutal match? Because it was brutal. Because the way they were wrestling outside the ring, with the chairs involved and all that, and just the way they're just hurt, being living hell at each other. That was brutal. So there you go. And that's what what Kenta and Goto should have been. That should be that type of match. But anyways, And then match of the night, we had to go to Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Chris Jericho. That was a good match, folks. Very good match. And that was all. That's all the highs for that one. Retains to Wrestle Kingdom 14 from 1.5, which is January 5th of 2020. My overall rating for the show for Wrestle Kingdom 14 on January 5th, 2020, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. But retains to basically retains to Wrestle Kingdom 14 of January 4th, 2020. I said that was a 9 out of 10 because that was an outstanding show. That show delivered. And then the next night, night 2, with Wrestle Kingdom 14 on January 5th, 2020. I feel like the show itself, what pertains to the way it was with a few matches, I feel like they didn't give it their all, which is why I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Still a good show though. It was still a good show. But if I had to choose what was the better show out of the two, of the 2 nights, I gotta go with Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 1 on January 4th, 2020. Because unfortunately, we're Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2 on January 5th, 2020. That was not the better show. Again, unless you want to say that was a better show because Naito won the match. He finally beat Okada in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. You could put that as well. Not mad at that. That was still a great moment. That was a great match. That was a great moment that he won. But overall, the show overall, it didn't really the second night didn't live up to its expectation. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Now, before I get to the overall highlights of Wrestle Kingdom 14, I want to say, what pertains to New Japan Pro Wrestling doing a Wrestle Kingdom event for the very first time, of doing 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom events. I meant to say, did deliver. In my opinion, do I believe that they deliver? Yes, I believe so. It was now, despite the whole thing with Juice and Thunder Liger not getting that match with Rey Mysterio Jr., which I did want that to happen, or at least with the Great Muda. I don't know. But in a way, I still enjoy Juice and Thunder Liger's final matches on Wrestle Kingdom 14 from both nights, from night 1 and night 2. But I still wish it could have been an important way to end the career of just another Liger, for that oomph in a way. So I don't know why I said that way, but yeah. So what pertains to Wrestle Kingdom 14, for doing this for the very first time, doing 2 nights of it on moving forward. Should it in my opinion, should they do this again? Yes, I believe so. Where pertains to WrestleMania, and I'm going to WWE with this one, because WWE, what pertains to last year's WrestleMania, when they did an 8-hour show, which was and on top of it, everything they did on the show too, which was not that good anyways. And I talked about that before on this channel before, basically on YouTube. But I talked about before, they did, they at least they tried it, but don't ever do it again, because if you're gonna do a show like that, or if WrestleMania is ever gonna do a show like that, they need to do 2 nights of WrestleMania instead. Like when Japan just did for Wrestle Kingdom. If you're gonna do something like do a show where it's gonna be too long, do like where Wrestle Kingdom, do what New Japan did with Wrestle Kingdom, do a 2-night show. So WWE, if they want to do another long ass show for WrestleMania this year again, which I'm pretty sure they will, then they do 2 WrestleMania events then. But that's my opinion. That's just my opinion on it. But anyways, Okay, now I guess I could move on to the overall highlights of Wrestle Kingdom 14 in general, where it pertains to both nights. So I just add something new here, folks, where it pertains to it to my highlights for for the shows moving forward, not just for New Japan, but also other wrestling as well. Basically where it pertains to a special occasion like a pay per view. For example, where it pertains to pre-show match of the night, I'm gonna go with the never openweight the never openweight championship. Well, actually, it was a never openweight 6-man championship. In fact, let me double check. That was. Oh yeah, that's right. It was a never openweight 6-man tag team championship. That's what I meant to put. That's my pre-show match of the night. Was a never openweight 6-man tag team championship. Um, Swerve of the night. I still got to give it to Show. We're in the protective cup during that match against El Phantasmo. Um, Shock of the night. I gotta give it to Kenta. I gotta give it to Kenta. Kenta attacking Naito ruined the moment. Shocked the hell out of me. Like what the hell? Like I don't remember. It has nothing. I don't remember this ever happening at Wrestle Kingdom before. Kenta did it. If this is the first time, Kenta is the first. But that was shocking. Promo tonight, I had to go to Minoru Suzuki towards John Moxley after he attacked him. Video package of the night. I meant to say, we had to go to the double go dash between Naito and Okada, where it pertains to their history and where it pertains to both belts. Moment of the night, we had to go to Jushin Thunder Liger because this ends up being Jushin Thunder Liger's final time and final moments of his professional wrestling career in ring as Jushin Thunder Liger. So the moment goes to him for both nights. Entrance of the night, we had to go to Kazuchika Okada. I love his entrance. Just watching his entrance again from night two, from what he did on night one. Now night one was kind of different, but he still wore the new trench coat and the new skirt that he got. The tearaway skirt. Or I guess you could call it a kilt. You know, I guess his version of a kilt. But either way, um, but it's cool. If you guys have not seen that entrance of Okada, check it out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. Check it out on YouTube. I'm telling you, right? That entrance was pretty cool. That Okada was doing. So yeah, that's why that's gonna be interesting tonight. Moving tonight will have to be the Avalanche Poison Rana by Naito to Okada in that main event match at Wrestle Kingdom 2. I mean Wrestle Kingdom 14 on night 2, to say. Finish of the night, we had to go to Kenta's GTS to close up the show of Wrestle Kingdom 14 by ruining the moment of Naito. Now, usually I will have the finish of the night to be part of a finish, to finish the match. But based on what Kenta did here, I gotta give it Kenta, like literally and figuratively, was the finisher. His finisher move, go to sleep, the GTS, was the finisher of the night to close up Wrestle Kingdom 14. Performance of the night still goes to Will Ospreay, and I will put Naito in that category because from of his performance in night 2, but Will Ospreay was by all the overall performance of the night for Wrestle Kingdom 14. Match of the night. No, I'm sorry, show stealer of the night. Excuse me. But to go to the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title between Okada versus Ibushi from night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 14. Hold on a second. I think I got that wrong. My phone. Let me see. Let me double check. Hmm. One moment, folks. Let me just. I could swear. I screwed something up here. Maybe because I wasn't paying attention that much to it. Maybe that's why I wasn't aware of what I was saying here. All right, let me see. Let me just double check here. All right. Yeah. So, show steal of the night is the IWGP Heavyweight Championship title between Naito and Ibushi. Brutal match of the night. Let's go to the Texas Death Match between Moxley and Archer from night one of Wrestle Kingdom 14. And finally, match of the night. Overall match of the night, I gotta go with the double gold dash. The finals and Naito pertains to the heavyweight and the Intercontinental Championship title of IWGP in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And there you go, folks. And as far as my overall show rating for Wrestle Kingdom 14 in general for both nights, I'm gonna go because I went with 8.5 out of 10 for night 2, and then 9 out of 10 for night 1. I'm gonna go with for overall in general for Wrestle Kingdom 14, 9.5 out of 10. And that being said, thank you all for watching. For Is Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets, folks. For this was your New Japan review, where it pertains to the full results and recaps to Wrestle Kingdom 14, 1.4, and 1.5 of 2020. Until next time, folks, which by the way, the next review will be about a New Japan review, where it pertains to after I finish watching the New Year Dash 2020 show. I'm out. Stay safe and take care.